Prayers, please. To have the perfection of wisdom sutra, I prostrate to the Arya triple gem. Thus did I hear at one time. The Bhagavan was dwelling on massive Vulture's mountain in Rajagriha, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Bhagavan was absorbed in the concentration on the categorized phenomena called profound perception. Also at that time, the bodhisattva, Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara, looked upon the very practice of the profound perfection of wisdom and beheld those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then, through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara. How should any son of lineage train who should practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom? He said that, and the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra. Shariputra, any son of lineage or daughter lineage who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly beholding those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty. Emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form. Form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are emptiness, without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomenon. There was no I element, and so on, up to and including no mind element and no mental consciousness element. There was no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, up to and including no aging and death, no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there was no suffering, origination, cessation, and path. There was no exalted wisdom, no attainment, also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell in the perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration and without fear. Having completely passed beyond error, reach the end point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in the three times also manifestly completely awakened to unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment and reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequaled, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as truth, since it's not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared. Kaya Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Soha. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should train the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan arose from that concentration and commended the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara, saying, well said, son of the lineage, it is like that, it is like that. Once you practice the profound perfection of wisdom, just as you have indicated, even the Tathagatas rejoice. The Bhagavan having thus spoken, the Venerable Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara, and those surrounding in their entirety, along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised as spoken by the Bhagavan. Shot Mandala offering. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorns with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moons. I imagine this is a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Neyatayami. Taking refuge in generating bodhicitta, once in English and twice in Tibetan. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I crave for listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. Sangye Chodang Soki Jangchu Badu Dagi Kyapsu Chi Dagi Chonyen Gi Pe Sonam Gi Rola Penchia
Sanjen
Sangye
Rupa
Pasho
Sho
Sangye
Sangye
Chodang
Choda Soje
Soki
Chona
Chodam La
La
Jangtu
Chanche
Badu
Padu
Dagi
Tani Jaso
Kyapsuchi Dagi
Dagi Jinje
Jonye
Jebe
Sonamgi
Sonamge Jola
Rola Penchia
Penche
Sangye True
Roba
Pasho
Sho Sangye Chonda Soje Chona La Chanche Padu Tani Jaso Dagi Jinje Jebe Sonamge Jola Penche Sangye Roba Sho Pange dozenye sone tawa tanje pambeche tambe chene tanje bakon tamde la cha tsa lo. Toni ni je son dunju be la chenche sangze kanje tenro ka chana pema tenze jan so la suwan de se shin de lun ru sho. Tambo la ye ge da lo dan je ge de bo da da me ge na dan ro kon je dan jin sam ba tam je ke do da ge chen dong dong. So today's topic, how to be our own therapist. So actually, this everything depends on our practice and belief and faith. These three things the most important to be our therapist. Okay, practice constantly and faith, belief. If you practice constantly, and if you faith your practice and believe your practice, definitely we can be our own therapist. As I mentioned that before, one Tibet master said that liberation and Buddhahood tip of our finger. That means, Buddhahood and liberation in our hand. So that means, depends on ourselves, depends on our practice. That only. So I think, these three things are the most important to be our own therapist. Number one, faith. Number two, belief. Number three, to follow our guru. Follow probably our guru. Really, actually, of course, in this world, on this world, many people, practice. Many people, study Buddhism, interested. But, we can't be our therapist because, because we have no, faith and belief, and we can't, to follow our guru properly. This is the problem. Because in our practice, without faith, we can't get any good consequence from our practice without faith. So we need to, create pure faith and strong faith. It's very, very important. Number one, as I mentioned, faith is a main cause of our inner qualities. Okay? Faith is, the main cause of our inner qualities. Without faith, our practice is like, a dry seed. As I told you before, without faith, our practice is like a dry seed. It has no potential to grow any realization. So we can't be our own therapist without faith. So we need faith. It is very, very important. Lama, so once Lama Atisha's student, his name was Dhondup. Dhondup is the main disciple of, Lama Atisha. He asked to Atisha, why Tibet people, can't be their own therapist, and why they can't get any, realization. Many people practice, but still they can't get any good result and any realization from with their practice. So Lama Atisha said, Tibet people, they don't have faith and don't, follow to their guru properly. This is their fault. This is their problem. That's why they can't get any good result and any higher realization from their practice. So that's why, we need faith. It's very important, very, very important. Also, belief is also the same. If we don't believe in our practice, we can't make our practice successful, and we can't, accomplish our practice. Is the purpose of our practice. Of course, if we don't believe, in our practice, we can't practice properly. We can't practice constantly. We can't, practice seriously. So we need, belief. This is very clear in our life, So many people, of course, example, if we don't have belief in our Dharma practice, we can't practice constantly, and we can't get any test from our practice. That means we can't get any, experience, new feeling in our practice. Because, we don't have belief, not enough of faith, and not enough of belief. It's very clear, because many people want to, engage in a Dharma practice through, experiment to check with Buddhism. Experiment, just with Buddhism. And it is a practice. But in this way, we can't be our own therapist. Because, we practice, I want to check. I want to, just experiment Buddhism. So I try to practice. But this is a practice, but it is not, practice with faith and belief. This practice for just, experiment and exam, check Buddhism. In this way, we can't be our own therapist, That means we should be confident with our practice, and we should be a happy person with our practice. This is very important. We should be confident with our practice, and we should be a happy person with our practice, with belief and with faith. Then definitely we can be our own therapist. That means, then we can, to be free from suffering of samsara, and free suffering of free, we can to be free from, suffering of this life. This is the meaning of, to be our therapist, So then definitely, we will get inner strength and inner peace in this way. If we practice constantly and be happy persons with our practice and practice consistently and to practice, seriously, definitely we will get inner strength, inner peace. If you have inner peace and inner strength, you can be our therapist. Really, we can be our own therapist. If you have inner peace and you have good peaceful state of mind, and if you have inner strength, you can challenge with everything. You can defense. You can protect yourself. You can save yourself from many obstacles. Many obstacles, can't harm us if you have inner strength, inner peace. If we have, stable, steady, stable, peaceful state of mind. So then, we can increase the peaceful state of mind. This is the main power. This is power. This is realization. Okay? If you, so if we will get inner strength and inner peace and increase peaceful of state mind, this is one part of realization. This is one part of, power. This is a blessing from practice. This is a blessing from Buddha. This is, this positive energy from practice. This is medicine. This is protector. Really, this is very clear. Inner strength, inner peace, and in a peaceful state of mind. Then you cannot be happy forever. You can be a happy person, and you can be patient with everything. Then you can challenge with small influence and small problems and small sufferings. So the most important, whatever nevertheless, if we are this is three things, implement them in our daily life, then we can be our therapist. So, but we try to forget whatever bad things have happened in our past. This is very important to be our own therapist. try to forget whatever bad things have happened in our past. If you always, remind self something, that happened in your past, this is the biggest obstacle to your practice. And biggest, obstacle to, this is what is destruction your mind. This is the worst, distraction. Then you can't be happy. If you're not happy, you can't practice well. You can't keep a peaceful state of mind. And then you lose, in strength, in peace. So it's very important, we should forget whatever bad things have happened in our past. And we don't remember again, that we have bad experience. We will not remind ourselves. About that, mental, baggage. This is really mentally, baggage, very heavily, heavily. If we keep this kind of the mental rubbish in our mind, then our mind, can't function well, and our mind will lose mental function and mental power, and decrease our inner strength and inner peace. So we try to forget whatever that have happened in our past, and we should forgiveness for others, ourselves. Then you can make good mind balance. On this base, we can practice well. As I mentioned that before, we need to practice, Buddhism based on, good balance of mind, good balance of mind. Your mind, come up, down, and if you have some stress, depression, very difficult to practice. That's why we need forgiveness and for others and ourselves. And we try to forget whatever bad have happened in the past. This is also lojo. Lojo means maintaining, lojo. In Tibet, we say lojo. Lo means mind. Okay, jo means the training. So these are a part of the maintaining. Through the maintaining, we can be our own therapist. So exactly the same as if we keep some virus in our computer, virus in a computer, or in our mobile, then it doesn't work well. We can't open. It becomes very slowly, and slowly destroy the computer and mobile. But if we clean the computer often, then it will work well and very fast. Exactly same. Exactly same. So we need to make clean computer. Make clean computer more well. Exactly same, we need to clean our mind. Then our mind, work well. Then we can be our own our own therapist. The mind is exactly the same as a computer. So we need to make it clean and take care of our mind. This is the best way to be our own therapist. Sometimes, we have a lot of different, virus in our computer. Exactly the same as if we have many different mental virus in our mind. What means mental virus? A virus, like anger and attachment, ignorance, jealousy, and so on. We need to clean up a mind. This is the most important thing in our life. And this is the most important to be our therapist. Very important. Morning and daytime and in the afternoon, this when we're going to bed, we should check, about the mind is clear or not. If it's not clean, there are many, mentally, virus. We should make clean. We need to make clear mind. Then we can be happy person. Then we can be on our teacher. Then we can be our own, therapist. Many people try to find mental peace from, external conditions, Many people, oh, I'm not happy, so I want to money. For example, they think, if I have money, then I'm happy. This is totally wrong. Many people try to find mental peace from external, conditions. It's totally wrong. If we too much, rely on material things, and many people, want to use drugs, medicine, and special expensive, drinks to create, mental peace. But this is, wrong solution. This is wrong solution. So because they too much rely on material things, especially drugs, medicine, drinks, and so many things. This is the wrong solution. This is very wrong, big wrong. Because in this way, we are cheating ourselves by looking for temporary peace. This is really just for temporary peace. When you drink, And if you use drugs, and if you use some medicine, maybe for 1 hour, looks like happy and peace. But this is just, we cheat our mind. We cheat our mind, Just forget something, problems, and for temporary, just for short time. Just we forget, can't remember and can't, sense of these problems by drugs and medicine. But this is this is just for short time. Because in this way, we are cheating, very big cheating ourselves. Of course, if everyone knows, it's very clear. After that, the problem will return back again. After despair, what is medicine power and drugs power, potential. And this problem return back again, exactly the same. So in this way, we can't be our therapist and we can't be a happy person. So, and it will, after that, then it will be more difficult to control our mind. Then we can change our mind for better. Then we can't change our mind attitude and mindset. Then, without you drink, without eat medicine, then you can't be happy, can't be peace. It's very difficult. This is not, this is not better solution, not a good solution. So whatever, why I talk about this? Because, everything depends on mind. We need, increase our inner power, inner strength, peaceful state of mind through the learning, through the contemplation, and through the meditation. If you develop enough yourself, mental peace, really we don't need use this kind of the medicines and the drugs. We can do control ourselves. We can lead on the right way ourselves, Actually, Buddha taught us many different things, many numberless, different things. But in the purpose same, purpose the same. Change your mind, change for better, change your mind attitude. All the Buddhist teaches, the same purpose, the same purpose. As I mentioned that before, Buddhist Dharma means, transform your mind, transform mind, change mind, develop mind. This is the meaning of Buddhist practice, Buddhist Dharma practice. So if we want to know well about Buddhism, we need to experience our practice to understand it. What is Buddhism? If you have any experience from your practice of Buddhism, then you can understand the essence of Buddhism. So as I mentioned that before, Buddhist teachers need something special quality, not only understanding, not only knowledge about Buddhist philosophy. Buddhist teachers need, experience. Without experience, how do we exchange our feeling to other people? If you study about Buddhism for many years and you can, explain, you can, you can explain very well, but without, experience, you can't change, you can't exchange, your feeling to other people. So Buddhism means, Buddhist practice, Buddhist teaches so much related to our feeling, so much related to our feel. So if you have something new experience from your practice, then you can understand well about Buddhism. Really, then you can exchange, your practice with other people. Then other people also can get something new test from your explanation. Otherwise, as Buddha said, we can't exchange power, exchange knowledge from our hand to hand. We can't deliver it with our hand. So as I mentioned that before, if we really want to know about Buddhism, we need to experience what is our practice to understand what is Buddhism. For example, exactly the same, something new food, we have a special food, momo. For example, you can't explain about momo without experience, without a test from momo. Exactly the same. Without experience, we can't explain Buddhism exactly. What is Buddhism? So I always, I tell my friends, Buddhist teachers, very important, for qualification. Compassion, Buddhism of philosophy knowledge, and experience. If we have an experience from our practice of Buddhism, then we can understand, really we can understand what is essence of Buddhism. Then we can state the effect of the Buddhism viewpoint. Then we can explain the effect of Buddhism viewpoint. This means then that we can explain what is Buddhism according to our own experience. Then would be people interested. Really, you know. So otherwise, you know, very difficult. Anyway, if we have no experience, then we don't have a chance to our, you know, chance to be. Then we don't have chance to be our own therapist. That is the main point. If we really want to be our own therapist, we should practice constantly, purely, with faith and belief until we get something new experience, new realization, and new energy. In this way, definitely we can be our therapist. This is, you know, main point. So, but you know, basically, we need to explore new ideas or something for develop the right mental attitude, and we need to expand our mind's comfort zone to be as the ocean. As I mentioned that before many times. Instead of constantly thinking about our plans of this life and this life, we should take some time to meditate and be mindful. In that way, we can clear some space in our mind. This way, we can be happy, our mind relaxed, and less stressed. This is human responsibility. This is human life. This is a happy life. In this way, we can make meaningful life. Really, you know, then we can be a happy person. Then we can get happy life. Actually, this is, you know, this responsibility of all of human beings. Because we have, you know, human sense, you know. So we are human being. We have human mental consciousness, and we have human ability, and we have human wisdom. So, you know, so furthermore, we certain, you know, negative emotions develop, then, you know, then can this our body's natural balance. That means, you know, if we keep negative emotions and develop negative emotions, they can, you know, destroy our natural balance. Resulting in balance, higher blood pressure, and other kinds of the disease. You really, you know, negative emotions, you know, brain, you know, all the problems. in our life. For example, always we follow negative emotions. These negative emotions, develop and come up. Then the brain, many different diseases, mental problem, blood pressure, headache. So we need, control these negative emotions. Really, you try to control negative emotions, then you can be happy. In this way, you can be our priorities, our therapist. In this way, we can save, we can protect from many difficult things. Of course, everyone know, I heard that once a medical researchers, they discovered and showed that people who frequently, often use words such as I. For example, my, have greater risk cause of heart attack. Really, Thus, it seems that if you want to have a heart attack, we should repeat this just joke, repeat these words like mantra all the times, then say I. Then definitely we will get a heart attack. Always my, I. Then our mind, become narrow. Then we can't control bad emotions, negative emotions, In this way, then we get a lot of problems. Big problem. So if we think of ourselves, as very precious and absolute, our whole mental focus, becomes very narrow and limited. And even, minor problems, can seem unbravely, if however we can think and problems, from since our, significant. For example, more holistically and broader perspective, they will become if switch our mental attitude from concern. So now stop here. Too much talk is not good. So, I'm sorry.
Are there any questions online?
Chosing, please mute.
Yes.
Thank you for a wonderful teaching, Geshe-la. Very perfect as normal for me. Just right to all the points that I'm working with. Thank you. So my question is, I'm best in the morning to meditate and focus, but in the evening I start to get a little wobbly and I get distracted easily. I want to watch a movie. I want to goof off. I want to not concentrate. I don't want to practice anymore today. I want to space out, So then in that moment, what can I do to gently practice? Maybe not as strong or as clear as the morning, but stay in the
Okay,
stay in the practice energy. Thank you.
very good question. Yeah. So not only you know, especially those who are beginner, we are saying, not easy to practice, constantly, morning and daytime and evening. Especially everyone saying, evening more hard. So, but when you watch something, some TV or movie, film, you can recite mantras. In Tibet and in Nepal, in India, so many people do this, like that, practice like that. This is also okay, good. I think recent mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, then you watch a movie. With you watch a movie, it's okay. And one Tibetan master said that we can learn many new things from the movie. In the movie, really it's the same like secondly in samsara. Human beings, sometimes laughing, sometimes, fighting, sometimes, sometimes, cry, and sometimes looks happy, sometimes, unhappy, So really they show, life nature of our life in movie. So you can learn many things from new movies. And you can, lie down, relax, very loose, and then you recite a mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. I think this is good for you. Okay? Anyway, question if you have question, come please. Anyone have question? Please ask me. No need any related to our the topic. Just whatever you want to ask me, it's okay.
Okay, Geshe-la, I'll ask a question. It's hard for me to ask the question. I'm not sure how to phrase it. I'm really struggling with where I'm living right now. I left New Mexico. I left Taos and I moved to Ohio to help take care of my mom. And I'm terribly missing the Dharma centers. I miss not being in person in Taos and in Santa Fe. And where I'm living in Ohio, it's a lot of concrete. I miss the mountains. I miss the solace from the mountains and from the centers. And I am grateful for Zoom. But I'm really struggling with missing being in the Gompa. But at the same time, I know I'm supposed to be here. but my mind gets really not in a good space when I feel like I can't, I don't even know exactly what I'm saying, but I'm so grateful for your teachings in Taos and Santa Fe. But I just need just any words.
Okay. Yes, I understand your situation. But you always, attend class from Zoom. That's very nice, very good. I really appreciate it. You never miss our class, So really, I appreciate it. And you move to there and you take care of your mother. This is, the best, practice. This is a practice of a Bodhisattva. This is a practice of a Bodhisattvas. Really, really. This is very, very important in our life. This is, really, core of, practice of Buddhism. You take care of your mom. You love to your mom. You have to your mom with compassion, with love, with patience. This is the best, practice. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to, recite mantra. If you can't, it's okay. No problem. Really, you serve to your mom. You give food to your mom. You take care. You wash your mom's take bath. Have to take bath. For example, you give medicine. This is the best practice, especially practice in practical, in practical. So myself, you are very lucky. Really, you must, appreciate your life and rejoice your life. Because so many people want to, help up parents, but they don't have chance. They can't get this chance. So many people. And actually for me, I have mom in my home in Tibet. She's very old. I really want to have my mom. I really want to, spend some time with my mom, but I don't have chance. I can't go back to Tibet. For example, not only me, so many people, don't have this chance. Many people, they lost, their mother when they're young. So really, many people don't have, this good condition, this good chance. Of course, I know, not easy. Not easy, always with mom and always take care of mom, not easy. But you must be patient and love, and you must compassionate to her. Definitely, in this way, you can get a lot of merits, and you can create the good karma, and you can purify You can. This is a best practice, of purification. So, especially in America, this is a very, very good example. So, very rare, people, take care of their mother and father. So I always, should talk, always, talking. If we can't, to have mom, if we can't take care of a mom, then how we can practice compassion? How we can say bodhicitta, compassion? This is just word, sweet word, just it's not, This is, nutty, water herring. This is empty. So really, whatever, you are very lucky. I really rejoice, appreciate it. I request you, please, you take care of mom, until end of mom's life. And also your prayer and dedicate to mom. Very nice, thank you.
Thank you, Geshi. Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you. Now we pray.
Yes. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, I quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not yet arisen arise and grow. May that which has arisen not diminish but increase more and more. Long night prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In a land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, fearless teacher, an assembly of the children of victorious ones, Travakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of infinite lands. Please bestow the virtue and goodness accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings, through explanation and practice, you wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable Venerable Guru, to you I make request. While serving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings who suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of our reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples.
Sorry. 지시난가 내바단 로아 지시난지바 대세다는 지는 로이 동아 세와쇼 인jambe 바오지다 첨바다 군디상부 대하듯이 대다 군지 지시다이라 개완데 단단지라 등어 Thank you very much.